But now, moving on to what you've all been waiting for, week 2 of the red and white scoreboard, folks. So for those who haven't seen it before, we have a little a league table going where we predict 5 scores of 5 games each week. 1 point right for the correct result. I got a list all of a sudden. 3 points right for the correct score. Now we're going to run through last week's results. So just FYI, week 1 I got 5 points, Taylor got 1. However, I think this week, folks, is a little bit of a swap.
Did a big week.
First game that was picked was West Ham Chelsea. I predicted 0-2. Chelsea predicted 1-3. That was in fact.
Chelsea predicted 1-3.
Chelsea predicted 1-3. Taylor predicted 1-3. It was in fact 1-5. So 1 point to us both. Then City and Spurs. I predicted 2-1. Taylor predicted 2-3. It was 2-0. So that's 1 point to Taylor.
Huge.
0 points to me. West Brom Pompey, which is objectively the fixture of the weekend. I predicted 0-1. Taylor predicted 2-1. It was 1-1. So no points for either of us. The big one next, Palace Forest. I predicted 2-1 Palace. Taylor predicted 1-1. And it was in fact 1-1. And then finally, Newcastle Liverpool. I said 3-3. Taylor said 2-1 to Newcastle. It was 2-3. So nobody got a point. However, what that does to the league table is that puts us joint on 6 points apiece.
It's tense. It's tense.
So we've had a complete swap from last week. So it's a real nail biter in week 2 of the red and white scoreboard.
The narratives that it throws up is insane.
It's been
basically
mental.
we both don't know ball.
No, we clearly don't. The fact that I've got 1 point from that last week is so
there's
funny.
how many points is it for a correct result?
3. Yeah, so you got 1 correct result this week. I got 1 last week.
So technically it's 30 available points and we've got 6.
Yeah, if you look at it like that, which
I'm not going to.
No, I'm not going to either.
Okay.
But that being said, we're going to go into week 3 now and pick our next fixtures. As you want, Taylor, that means you get the 3 games you get to pick. Do you want to have a look at what game?
I know what my first game's going to be.
Okay, here we go.
Manchester United versus Grimsby Town.
Is this at Grimsby or at
This
Manchester?
is at Grimsby.
Beautiful. Where else would you rather play?
Actually, fun fact about Grimsby,
Go on.
in that there's one of the few football teams to actually not play in the name that they're from. They play in Cleethorpes, which is not actually Grimsby.
How fun.
Yep, there you go.
Well, what are you going to predict on that one, Taylor?
This is where marginal gains comes in. I'm thinking Sir Dave Brailsford. I'm thinking marginal gains. I need to get the score right here. So I'm going to go for 5-0.
To Grimsby?
No, 0-5. To Manchester United.
Alright, nice. So a team that hasn't scored any goals this season are now going to score 5.
Yeah, one of those players in Manchester United's team.
I know you are conceding a goal.
Yeah, this is where the marginal gains comes in later.
I'm saying 1-3, so I do think you're going to do them. I don't want to get you overexcited.
I need a reason to come back on this pod happy.
Oh god, you need a win, don't you?
Ah.
Well, that being said, I'm going to pick a game as well. We've got tomorrow night. There is obviously, but tonight being Tuesday and tomorrow there's also a League Cup. Special shout out to Oxford United. So if my dad's listening, he's an Oxford United fan. They are playing Brighton in Oxford tomorrow night. So I'm going to go for that one there, and I think Brighton are going to win 4-0.
Wow, really?
Yeah, Oxford are shit this year.
Wow.
They're in the Championship, and they are. My dad said it himself. They are a League One team, and they have. I'm not sure they've won a game yet this year. 3 games in the league, 3 losses.
Yeah.
All been by 1 goal as well, which is a bit
Ooh.
unlucky. But I think 4-0 to Brighton on that one.
Okay,
there.
I'm going to go for the 3-1 here to Brighton.
Brighton, yeah, I like that. That's fair enough. Right, Taylor, next game for me. Do you want to have a look at the Premier League games this weekend?
Yes, show me the Premier League games,
Here you go.
please.
This is Saturday and this is Sunday.
Okay, give me the... Ooh, that's a tasty game. Give me the Saturday games, please, Cormac. Okay, I'm going to go for... Yeah, I'm going to go for Chelsea versus Fulham.
I think so. We've got the West London derby.
Yeah.
One of the wettest derbies in the world.
Ooh.
Sorry, West London football fans. But an exciting game. Last year, I remember Fulham beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
I'm not a betting man.
No, you're not. I am.
I put a £1 bet on Fulham to beat Chelsea.
Yep.
And they'd never done it before. And I heard the stat, it was like 1970. I'm going to put £1 on it.
Yeah.
120 quid.
Yeah, I remember that. Corker, good
Yeah.
stuff. What do you think this time?
I'm going to go for a 2-2.
Ooh, okay. I like that. I like that a lot.
I think Chelsea will go 2-0 up, and then I think Fulham will claw it back to 2-2.
I'm going to say 1-0 Chelsea.
You know, Fulham That's a good shout.
Yeah, boring shout is what it
It's
is.
a boring shout.
Yeah.
Fulham have acted like in the top 4 or 5 teams to have clawed the most points back from losing positions.
They're good. They were good. Marco Silva's a good manager, man.
Yeah, he is.
Man
And they
United's
haven't bought
huge
many
fan.
people, but sometimes you don't need to buy players sometimes.
No, they've started well. I do have a bit of a soft spot for Fulham. I don't know why. It's because I hate Chelsea as well.
I do hate Chelsea.
So I think anyone else who hates Chelsea, I can respect.
Yeah.
Right, my final game that I'm going to pick this week. Shall I pick the big one or do you want to pick it?
No, you pick the big one because that's.
Liverpool Arsenal
I didn't
4:30 on
realise
Sunday
that
this
was
week.
The game.
I know.
Gosh, that's crazy.
Big game, which we'll touch on very briefly after this because I realise we are taking our time this week. So apologies for that, folks. It's going to be a tough one at Liverpool at Anfield. So it's interesting because it's attack versus defence, this one, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be Liverpool all out, guns are blazing up top.
Oh, man.
And
This could be a nuts game.
this
Or
could
it
be a
a
really
game.
dull game.
Yeah.
I am going to say, I've got to back my boys, haven't I?
Ooh.
2-1 Arsenal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Liverpool only have a goal in them now?
I think Arsenal's, it's when, it's the clash of the Titans, isn't it?
It
In terms
is.
of the best defence, probably the best
Okay.
attack in the league, I'd
That's
argue.
fair. I'm going to go for... I can't predict Liverpool to win. I'm going to go for a 3-3.
3. Oh, God, do you think Arsenal got 3 goals? In
I think
we had 5 against Leeds, but...
Eze does like
Oh,
a
yes, please. 2 assists he's getting
yeah.
off the bench. And then Taylor finally. I mean, this could be a spicy. I don't want to pick the game for you by any
No,
means.
well, I'm happy to go for that. Rangers versus Celtic.
Yeah, I mean,
Old firm derby.
I would say one of their 8 fixtures this month, I think they're probably playing against each other. But obviously Russell Martin is the current Rangers manager, who has been having an absolutely honking start.
It's a true sign of a real bad manager if you go up to Scotland and you either manage Rangers or Celtic and you still stick the gap out.
And the
Because
fans
it's literally
hate you
and
already.
it's the impossible job. And I think he's gone up with the completely wrong message. He's gone up to blame the fans. He's blaming everyone but himself, and he's refusing to look inwardly.
Yeah.
And I think he's a bit of a fraud.
It's not a good look at all.
I don't get me wrong. I don't think Rangers have the best squad they've had in ages.
No.
But they have performed admirably in Europe the last few years, and it looks like they're probably going to get knocked out to Club Brugge in their Champions League qualifier.
Yep.
Because they lost the first leg
3-1. Yeah.
So
Second leg is tomorrow.
they're in
Now.
a really rough position, and I think it goes one of 2 ways. If they lose to Club Brugge, or they don't get through, which probably is likely, and they lose to Celtic, I wouldn't be surprised to see Russell Martin lose his job. So on that note, I'm going to go I'm going to back Rangers now. I'm going to go 2-1 Rangers.
Saying all of that and then coming round and saying a Rangers win is hilarious.
My grandpa will probably listen and be like, yes, back the boys.
Yeah, is he a Rangers fan?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, good stuff. All right. I'm not going to back Russell Martin on this one.
This is one of my marginal gains.
I think Celtic are going for 3-0.
Really?
Yeah, 0-3.
Really?
And there you go, folks. That is another week of the red and white scoreboard. So it's all tied at 6 at the top of the league.
This is where
the League of 2.
Yeah.
We go into week 3 and see how we go.
We're
here.
going to be doing international fixtures over the international
Oh,
break.
we're going to have to, aren't we?
We're going to have to.
That's going to be boring.
Hate the international break.
Hate international break. That's next week as well.
Literally next
The
week.
only good thing now has come on the international break is that Saka's injured, so that's one
Big
less.
sacks, man.
So that's one less game he's actually missing. Premier League game.